Welcome to Keeping in Sync with Microsoft 365 for the 4th of April 2022. Starting over in Apps and Services as always. Now this Create from the SharePoint app bar, the new feature allows users to create sites, files and lists from within the SharePoint app bar. Now you'll be able to select the Create command, which is the plus sign as you can see there on the app bar, and then select an option from SharePoint sites, Microsoft lists or Office files such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint and even OneNote. Now, as you create each of the different assets included in the panel, they will launch in their respective experience for each format. Now, site creation will launch the SharePoint site creation panel in the site that you're currently in, whereas if you're in a hub, then the site will be associated with the hub that you're creating from. If you're creating a list, it will open a new tab and take you to the Create experience in Microsoft Lists. And if you press on Create an Office document, this will create the document in your OneDrive site until you save it to a different location. Obviously, please be wary of that and don't save things to OneDrive where they should actually be somewhere else. This is rolling out mid-April to mid-May. Now, since April 2020, Microsoft has had available a combined experience where you could register and manage both your security information as well as multi-factor authentication. Now, some organizations haven't rolled this out yet, and so later this year, Microsoft will be doing that for them. Now, what this means is that you may be greeted one day with a login screen that asks you for more security information, but also you'll have the ability to access this combined management page, as you can see there. Now, if your organization hasn't rolled this out yet or hasn't told you, now they have. This will be rolling out from early October through to early January 2023, unless your IT department gets it done sooner, which I hope they will. Now, unfortunately, for an experienced slide, I don't have any visuals available, but the Microsoft Forms portal page will soon be receiving some overall experience updates. You'll be able to access forms in a more intuitive way, so you'll be able to see the Create Forms versus Create Quiz separately. Templates will also be lit up on the portal page. The overall structure and tabs of the new portal page will be refined so you can find your My Forms much easier, and also the collections is also easier to locate underneath the My Forms tab. This is rolling out mid-April to mid-May. In the world of Microsoft Teams, a bunch of updates. Now, with the updated Teams App Store launch a few months ago, there is a new experience available to discover and install apps inside of Microsoft Teams. Now, users can browse and find apps in the Teams Store that are blocked within your environment and request them from admins by clicking the Request Approval button. Admins can receive the signal from end users about the desired apps and help prioritize their availability in the organization. Now, when accessing the store, you'll see blocked apps like in this screenshot here that have a lock icon on them. Now, when selecting one, you'll see the Request Approval button, and from there, admins will get a link to manage those requests, which they'll most likely ignore unless you bake us something nice. This is rolling out late April to early May. Now, the Inspiration Library is a new feature available in preview through the VIVA Insights app in Microsoft Teams, formerly known as My Analytics, if you're still lost with that, as we all are. The Inspiration Library turns insights into action with access to curated content and best practices from top sources like Harvard Business Review and Thrive. Now, the productivity and well-being insights being delivered by Viva Insights are enhanced with premium content focused on driving better employee experiences and boosting engagement. Or less time to do work, more time to read stuff on how you should be doing more work. This is rolling out late March to late April unless your IT department turns it off. Now, loop components in Teams chat offer a new way to ideate, create and make decisions together. It's been available in the desktop client for a little bit, but effectively you can set a component like a table, a task list, or a paragraph where everyone in your chat can edit inline and see changes as they've made. As I said, they had been previously available on the Teams desktop and mobile clients, but are now rolling out to the web as well. As part of this, Microsoft will be renaming their Fluid Live components, which was the original name, to being loop components. As a result of this, any new components created will have the .loop file extension instead of the current.fluid extension. Additionally, the icon logo will be changing. You may already see this to reflect the new branding. This is rolling out right now. No, moving on. Now, when sharing content in a Microsoft Teams meeting, presenters will now see Presenter Mode's preview window that has new buttons for customizing the layout, which will allow presenters, like me, to decide how they'll be shown in respect to content, both size and location. So they'll show up when you're using side-by-side view, like this one, when you're using the standout view, and also when you're using the presenter view. What a very handsome chap Microsoft used in those graphics. This is rolling out early to late April. And that's it for keeping in sync with Microsoft 365 this week.